We are recording, so everyone, we're going to start the webinar here. We've got Lyndon Symington from Enduraplas with us here this afternoon. Lyndon, how are you?
Doing well. Thanks for having me along.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Lyndon, we first met up, what was it, maybe a couple years back. You approached us about selling some tanks. That's been, what, a couple years ago now, I guess?
It has been a few years. You guys have been selling the Enduraplas products, and very much appreciate you helping us get some of the products out there in the Ohio and surrounding areas.
Yep.
It's worked out well.
Yep. We've had very good luck with them and great to work with. Lyndon, where are you calling in from today?
I work out of the Burnsville, Minnesota office. We've got a sales office here, so that's where I'm at.
Got it. Okay. And I'm calling in from St. Louis, Missouri right now. We're at the National No Tillage Conference. So that's what we're doing this week. Fennig Equipment is a title sponsor. We've got a booth downstairs. So that's what we're doing here today. So I'm from my hotel room. Lyndon's in Minnesota, and we want to welcome everyone to the webinar. So we are going to go ahead and get this thing switched over. To my PowerPoint. So, Lyndon, can you see the PowerPoint?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Okay. So, Enduraplas. Let's start with where Enduraplas is located. I believe there's a couple manufacturing facilities, but start me off with where they're manufactured.
So the Enduraplas started in 2003 in Nitchie, North Dakota,
Okay.
and that's where we still manufacture all the horizontal tanks out of that facility. We do all of the vertical storage tanks, and the Texas plant. We have a plant in San Antonio, Texas, as well, which is started in 2014 when we started manufacturing down there, mainly rainwater storage tanks. So that's what we've, it's our facility locations.
So certain tanks are made in different facilities. So some of them in Texas, some of them in the Dakotas then?
Yeah, that's right. Good thing to keep in mind when you're looking through our catalog, because the tanks that are manufactured in North Dakota, we do ship nationwide, but they are obviously the closer to North Dakota you are, the better the freight's going to be. So
Definitely.
Also the tanks manufactured in Texas are available nationwide as well, but we do require additional freight shipping those around. So.
Got it. Okay. Well, we're going to let's go ahead, and I want to start everyone off with this video. Enduraplas is very good on social media, on their YouTube, connecting with the customer, and even towards the end, I want to get into their website just briefly and touch on some things. But I want to start everyone off with this video. It's a really good video, so we'll go ahead and watch it. Perfect. I think that's a really good video to describe and what they do, what they stand for. Very good company. Fennig Equipment likes to surround ourselves with top-of-the-line manufacturers. There are, of course, other tank manufacturers out there. But Lyndon, why, if I'm a guy and I'm looking for a 20-gallon flat-bottom tank, like anything, there's options. what sets Enduraplas apart?
On the horizontal tanks, the main things that set it apart, the pin mount system is unique to Enduraplas. We started that mounting system. It's been very effective, and along with that, we have the on 1600 gallon and above, we do a stainless steel lid, which is unique to us as well. And then just the durability of the tank, not requiring hoops to go over the top. It's a self-supported structure, so it's actually a heavier structure, and it's all held from the bottom by those pins. So it gives you the flexibility going in and out of the fields to
Yep.
allow the tank to flex as needed.
Yep. And you can see here on the circle on the PowerPoint, the pins go through these little holes right here that are molded into the tanks. And that pin system is very unique. Guys love it. So basically you stick a pin through that hole, and then you can bolt it down to your wooden trailer, your steel trailer. It's a really nice way to fasten that thing down. But like quality wise and thickness wise, things I've noticed about the Enduraplas tanks is they really don't fade, and they seem to always keep their moisture. Some other tanks over time, they get brittle and crack, and obviously we're not going to get into your manufacturing process that changes it, but are your tanks just thicker? Do you use a different material? Walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah, the resin we use is UV stabilized. Plastic is going to break down over time from sunlight, but we try and control that part of the process by using the best virgin resin to keep that quality up. Another thing that we do on the production side is we'll take a chunk out of the tank whether it's where a bung is going in or where the lid goes in, and we'll take that out of the tank. Every tank has a serial number, so then we'll take that piece of plastic down to -40 and do a drop test on it, and that plastic can't shatter, or if it does, it means the tank is overcooked, so it'll go out of the grade A quality, and won't be sold as a grade A tank. So it keeps our quality up where we can offer that 10-year warranty, and then everything is tracked by that serial number on every item. So.
Yep. And that's something we haven't even really mentioned yet was, for me as a salesman and talking with my customers, when they walk up to these tanks, they're immediately impressed. The stainless steel lid, they've got the stamping of the number of gallons on the side, hooks to lift them, and they just look bulky. And then I tell them that there's a 10-year warranty, and they can't believe it. There's no one else out on the market that can offer a 10-year warranty. So it's amazing to have a price competitive product that is clearly higher quality, and then also is stamped with the manufacturer's approval of a 10-year warranty. So that's awesome. At what point, how long ago did you guys go to a 10-year warranty?
We've had the 10-year warranty. I'm guessing it's coming up 4 years now that we've offered that. And the 10-year warranty, just to enlarge a bit on that, is that serial number has to be registered online at the time of purchase, and it's a very simple process. But that gives you a 5-year full replacement and then a 5-year prorated warranty. Is how that works.
Good, awesome. It's something that's really unheard of and sets you guys apart. So the tank we're looking at here, Lyndon, let's just say that's a sump bottom, horizontal. What sizes and colors do you guys offer in those horizontal sump bottoms? And what's the difference between your standard freestanding and the sump bottom?
So the sump bottom is going to have a collection point lower than the legs of the tank for total drain out. We offer it in all the tanks from 100 gallons to 3,200. We offer the sump, and then we do offer the just the flat bottom freestanding style in the same sizes, but up to 35 and 4,500, which aren't available as sump.
Got it. Got it. And those can come in yellow, black, green, and white, right?
That's right. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Got it. So I do have a question. What's the differences? Is there any difference in the colors?
As far as the colors are concerned, green is what we started with. That's our corporate color.
Yep.
The black is in high demand for algae protection and water. If guys are using them for storing water, the
Yep.
black you can't see through. So most of those tanks are sold in black with a sight glass because of the just to get some visibility on it. But as far as the plastic's concerned, they're all equally rated at 1.9 specific gravity, which
Okay.
means it's rated for 16 pounds per gallon, regardless of color.
Got it.
So,
Got it. That's good to know. I know your specific gravity of 1.9 is listed in your catalog along with several other helpful specs, but some guys have struggled to connect on what 1.9 relates to, so that is rated at 16 pounds per gallon. Got it.
that's right.
Got it. Okay. If we go ahead here and move on. So I need to erase that. So the flat bottoms, once we get into your flat bottom storage, these are very popular for us here at Fennig Equipment. Will those go up to what, Lyndon, 10,000 gallons?
That's right. We offer these in up to 10,000 gallon
Okay.
in the flat bottom.
Yep.
And we do the same in a cone as well.
Got it. And how does this change from your discharge from 2-inch to 3-inch?
So at 3,000 gallons, we go from a 2-inch fitting. Anything less than 3,000 gallons in the vertical style.
Okay.
Once you get to the 3,000 and above, it's a 3-inch, and then the 3,200 and above has a 3-inch bolted fitting, which is a quality, an added quality to the tank.
I see. Yep. I see. Okay. And again, these have the numbers stamped on the sides right here of the gallons that are in the tank. It's stamped right on there. You can read it very clearly. And then is this ribbed reinforcement along the sides? Is that an Enduraplas only kind of thing that you see? Because I think that really helps with durability.
Yeah, definitely. It is a reinforcement. I wouldn't say it's only unique to Enduraplas. I think I've seen a few other tank manufacturers have come out with it since we've had it. But it does give it a extra strength through the sidewall. And then on the top of the tank, we have that X gusset, which gives the top extra strength just to withstand the pressures that are happening within the inside of the tank. And then it allows us to have those tie-down points for either transport or just to keep the tanks in place if they're stored outside.
Correct. Yep. Those tie downs are definitely handy. Okay. So we've covered the sump bottoms, the freestandings, and the flat bottoms. Let's move on here and see. So this was one that Lyndon introduced to me at the what farm show was that, Lyndon, down there in London? The Farm Science Review in Ohio. Yes. Beck's Hybrids had one of these. and we had one in our booth. So why don't you walk me through this tank trailer deal, because it's a little bit interesting.
Yeah, they're fairly popular in some areas. You see a lot of them in Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, and they're becoming more popular. I think it's more where there's bigger farms and more distance to cover. This is a mobile tank unit. That being said, it can't transport liquid. It's mobile. You can jack it up and move it when it's empty. You set it where you want it. You can fill it and utilize the product and move it again. So what people like about it is it's got the cone bottom tanks on it, so you get total clean out, and then your pump and everything is set on there. We typically would set them up with 3-inch fill at the back of the trailer, and then you can either go with a 2-inch motor and discharge, or have it 3-inch all the way through. But those tanks on there, we do 3,000s, or we could do 2,500 vertical cone bottom tanks, and we offer a light kit. It's a tubular frame, so they're a well-built unit, and we've got a unique jack system where it lifts from the center just to stabilize the lifting of the unit.
Yeah, I saw. I'm sure that was a really interesting concept, to be able to basically have a mobile dike, or mobile storage, and it's really interesting. I hooked the pickup to it and pulled this thing down the road. It hauls really nice, and when you get to where you want, you relieve the hydraulic pressure. It drops flat to the ground. You can fill it in the morning, and then if you're a one-man crew, you can go spray or apply nitrogen the rest of the day. Or if you're a two-man crew, have one guy in the sprayer or applicator and one man constantly working on filling these tanks. So I think that's a system that can fit into more and more guys' setup, and I was pretty impressed by it when I saw it. So Lyndon, that pretty much closes the door on the liquid fertilizer storage. We went through the sump bottom, the freestanding, and those cone bottoms. Is there anything that I'm really missing that we need to touch on before we move on to the sprayers?
I don't think so. That's a pretty good overview of what we do. Obviously, in the Texas plant, we do the rainwater harvesting, but that's sort of a different concept for where you're at there. So I think we've covered it pretty well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just play this sprayer video that you guys made. So those sprayers are, I'm going to fast forward here to this. So these sprayers are very, very nice sprayers. When Lyndon first came to us about the sprayer line, I got very excited. I need to fill in that up top. It's 60-gallon or 100-gallon options. But, these things fit right in the back of your Gator, your Kubota. It's 60-gallon or 100-gallon capacities, Honda motor, different pump options. But, yeah, I mean, these are great for boom or wand spraying. Why don't you just walk us through some of the popular options and the popular setups, Lyndon?
Yeah, the size variation seems to fit most needs. Some of the UTVs are rated for a little more, so we can offer that 100-gallon. Probably what people comment the most about what they like about our unit is the low profile tank and the forkable option at the back of the unit. You can see the fork pockets, so you can load and unload the unit full or empty with a set of forks and set it down on the ground, or pick it up onto pallet racking for off-season storage. That swing arm is a nice feature that that folds back against the tank for transport or storage, but the position it's in there now, it comes right up to the driver's door, so you can run your boom controls with your left hand. Keep on spraying and control your boom right from the cab. And it's got the pressure regulator knob on there as well.
Yep.
Then the fill hole on the top is on the side, so you can access it from the side of the unit. You don't have to be up in the bed to reach the center of it. It's got a spill protection around the lid as well. The tank on there is a sump bottom, so you get total clean out of all liquids. Makes it easy to switch chemicals and also to winterize the unit.
Yep.
The units come with a GX series Honda, 4 horsepower. We offer diaphragm and centrifugal pumps, and then we do a 12-volt option as well with a 7-gallon per minute electric
Yep.
option. And I wouldn't say anyone's more popular than the other one. There does seem to be a fit for those 3 options in the 2 sizes we offer. They all have a hose reel. We manufacture that plastic hose reel, and it on the diaphragm pump, it comes with 100 feet of hose. On the centrifugal and 12 volt, it has a 50-foot length.
Got it. Yeah, I love these things. I mean, as a salesman, I love the fork pockets because I throw this thing in the bed of my truck all the time to go show customers. We've sold several of these. And how wide of booms can we get, Lyndon?
So we do 12, 20, 26, and 30-foot options.
Yep. In the 12 is the only poly one. Is that correct?
So we do a poly one. It's actually a 13-foot.
Yeah, that's right. 13.
Poly boom. It's an X-fold, as is the 20, 26, and 30. The nice thing about the booms on the 20, 26, and 30, they all have the same main frame. They're all a 20-foot boom, and then you can just add the extensions on if you want to make it to a 26 or a 30.
Yeah.
It's a unique feature on that.
Yep. Yeah, and of course, I've sold a few without booms at all. Some guys that just want to use the wand in the rear or in the reel to do some side ditch spraying and stuff. So they don't have to come with a boom. And then, of course, I don't know if I put a picture on here of like your 3-point sprayers, but no, I did not. But these are also available in a 3-point mount to the back of a tractor, or also a pull type version that you can pull behind your Kubota, and those are available, up to 225 on those 3-point?
We do a 100-gallon and a 200-gallon in the 3-point.
Yep, there we go. So, sprayers, whether you're wanting a small pasture field sprayer or a small yard sprayer, or they also make larger kind of truck bed, heavy-duty landscaper style sprayers. But if you're looking to get serious about any type of spraying, Enduraplas definitely offers a very simple but yet very good solution to tackle those needs. From here, Lyndon, I should have put this video a little bit sooner, but we skipped over it, and I want to show everyone this video. This is probably the most popular Neuroplas video out there. I have several customers talking about this, but let's watch as they drop the bar on the tank. And I will fast forward this one a little bit to kind of the end. But what they do is they take a SUV and drop it on what looks like a 2,500 gallon, maybe, freestanding tank. And then grab that tank. So that's a great video to show the durability. It's kind of funny the way guys put that video together, and guys love watching that. But it is very interesting. It shows the durability. I mean, I doubt there's too many tanks on the market that can withstand having an SUV dropped on them and then 5 minutes later fill it with water. So that was a great video. Did you have the idea of making that one, Lyndon?
I did come up a number of years ago for conversation, and then I wasn't actually there when it got put into action.
Yeah. Yep. That looked pretty cool. So moving on from the sprayers, we will dig into the sprayers real quick whenever we jump back into your website. I want to show the guys the pictures of the booms. But moving on through the line, kind of going back to tanks, but yet a totally different product, is your guys' custom tank trailers. So I believe what Enduraplas can do is, number one, they can build you a customized trailer where you can get a couple different options in tank sizes, but where you really get into a bunch of options is this space right here, and that's what you fill it with, you know, hosed reel size, inductor size, and how much width you want right here between those two tanks. So walk me quickly through, you know, the other option that you can do is just sell a guy the tanks themselves and they can put them on their own trailer. But walk me through your custom trailer.
Yeah, so we fabricate a 42-foot is sort of our go-to size. We do offer some others as well, but typically if we're going to have one in stock, it'll be a 42-foot. That's probably the most popular.
Okay.
And then we do whatever tank configuration. That one pictured there looks like a 3200 on the back and probably a 2500 on the front of that trailer. It would be some bottom tanks, and then the plumbing would be routed from the bottom of the sump underneath the trailer up to the pump. So it leaves that deck space free for some guys will put a seed shuttle on there, or a lot of guys will do chemical totes or whatever they need to haul there. Gives a bit of flexibility there.
Yep. These trailers are becoming more and more popular. I've seen a lot of guys have them. So correct me if I'm wrong, but Enduraplas can provide this entire trailer, or they can just provide the tanks, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
Perfect. So if a guy's out there wanting to customize his own trailer, basically he just calls his dealer and gives them all the specs, and Lyndon, you'll likely just kind of come up with a custom quote to build and all that based on the specs that he wants, correct?
Yeah, there's a few different things you can do, but generally other than tank sizes, they're fairly similar one to the next. Somebody might want the plumbing on a driver's side versus a passenger side, or different things like that. So we sort of have our standard package of 2-inch or 3-inch that we offer, and then we can somewhat customize it from there.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's a great product. Like I said, there's more and more of those running around every day. It makes guys really efficient. Most guys already have the front end of that unit. They just need to get the trailer, and it makes that summertime season of side dressing or spraying much easier. So let's go on. And I had this picture in here because I talked to a lot of guys that want to see that sump, and this picture shows us two different things. It shows us the sump, and then it also shows us that pins down system that you were talking about before. which we didn't really mention, is that frame that we can put underneath those sump bottoms. That would be seen right here. That's for if you don't cut a hole in your tank, you can buy that frame and just set your tank down on the frame. So I wanted to show this picture to everyone. Correct, Lyndon?
That's right. Yep. That's
Okay.
where the plumbing would go out the bottom of the tank and then run underneath the trailer to keep that deck space free.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Yep, I wanted to show that picture on the tanks. From there, we're going to move over to diesel and DEF. Something that's really became pretty popular for us recently is this DEF tote over here on the left. Walk me through sizes and what sets these two things apart, and where are you really seeing these finding a spot in the marketplace?
So those we offer the diesel and DEF tanks. It's the same mold. They're just the DEF obviously has stainless steel components where needed, just because of the corrosive nature of the DEF liquid. But we offer them in a 25, 55, 75, and 100 gallon. We stopped at 100 gallon because that's typically you can't transport more than that without a hazmat license and a placard vehicle. So unfortunately that's the biggest we offer in either of the diesel or DEF. But there is good fit for DEF. It doesn't require as much in the big equipment as diesel fuel. So it's been a really popular item. They come with a closable, lockable lid.
Yep.
They've got the automatic shut-off nozzle. They're 12-volt units, so they can hook up to a battery and operate. On the diesel tanks, the fuel actually stays a better quality because the tank doesn't get condensation like a steel tank. So the fuel stays a better quality.
Okay. Yeah.
They're lightweight, so when they're empty, you can move them around easily. It's not like the old steel tanks where you had to get a loader out and move them if you were gonna. So they're flexible that way, and they'll take a lot of abuse. They've got inserts molded into the bottom, so they can be fastened to a trailer deck, or they can be fastened to a skid if you want to make it forkable. That's an option as well.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, I really like these things. You know, they've got these handles here for you to lift and push around. This one right here is one of the narrow ones you can see. We've used this one several times. We had a Ford pickup that only had a 20-gallon fuel tank on it. So on our long trips, we throw this in the bed of the truck, and our gooseneck would go right here, the gooseneck trailer. So this fits in between the back of your truck cab and the gooseneck, and I could just take these leads up to my battery on the truck, and I could fill my truck at an overpass or something like that. It worked really well. But the DEF has come in handy with all these tractors now becoming requiring DEF, and guys are struggling with those little 2.5-gallon deals from Napa. So I see a lot of promise for both of these units. They're lightweight. Again, going back to your videos, you guys made a video where you try to beat up these as well, and they hold up. So that's all I've got for the presentation. I'm going to get out of it, and I'm going to go to the website here quick. Let's see here. Okay, so I do really like Enduraplas website. It's clean. You can go to products, and literally every product shows up, from tanks to trailers to UTV sprayers. But I want to go to sprayer attachments here real quick and show these guys the boom options. So This is the poly 13-foot boom. Here is the steel boom in sizes of 12 foot to 20 foot. The website here gives everyone prices, which is great. You just select your size. If you want a 20-foot steel boom, there's your price. So really neat and handy. Shows a bunch of pictures. Very informative website. You can go to contact, scroll down, it lists their home office, and then I really like the map that shows everyone exactly where they're located. So really neat website. I encourage everyone to get on the website, go through it, look at the products, get familiar with them, because I guarantee you there's a product on here that you did not know that they made. For example, we did not talk anything about your ice control equipment. That's something that's newer for you guys, but I encourage everyone to go to the Enduraplas website and scroll through it, get familiar with it. What do you think, Lyndon? Is there anything I missed? Is there any other things that you, as a company, would want the customer to know about Enduraplas to help them make the right decision to buy an Enduraplas product?
I think you've covered it pretty well, Adam. I was going to mention those videos there. The durability says a lot. Just we've done one on the pin mount system where we actually took and held the tank upside down by the pins and then filled it, which is a very good video as well. So there's a lot of wealth there to follow up our quality and see what we offer there. Then you mentioned the Ice Master system. We've put a lot of focus in that just in the last couple of years. It's a new brand, new product launch.
Got it.
So that's what we've got. We've got a 3.50 gallon unit coming out in the new catalog.
Okay.
And then we've got a 25 gallon Spot Chief, just a flat bottom, smaller universal sprayer that'll be coming out. Those are the new products that'll be in the new catalog. I would recommend reaching out, requesting a new catalog for 2020. And
okay.
Another thing I would mention is as a manufacturer, we sell through a dealer network, and you're welcome to reach out to inquire on the website. But all purchases are directed back through the dealer network.
Yep. Perfect. And Fennec Equipment's been a dealer for what, 2.5 years maybe now? 2 years?
Yeah, all of that. I was going to say three or more.
Yep. We, initially, like anything, we were not familiar with the product. Lyndon came to us. We ordered a couple tanks. Customers really took onto the tanks well. They liked how durable they were. The second year, we ordered more tanks, and we've got a very large inventory of tanks at the moment, and have had a lot of phone calls, and we're geared up to move a good number of liquid storage tanks this year. So it's a product that has definitely helped Fennec Equipment, helped Fennec Equipment's customers, and it's something that we plan on continuing for. What do you think, Lyndon? Go ahead and wrap it up and go from there unless you have anything else.
No, I think that covers it well.
Okay.
If anyone is minded to do a tank or sprayer for this coming growing season, I would recommend getting on it. We run into longer lead times coming up here. End of January, it starts creeping out a bit. So if there's anything you're needing for this season coming, I would recommend inquiring and getting the ball rolling. And we want to be part of your decision.
Definitely. Yep, I agree. Time to act is now. If we wait too long, sometimes we can get into some pretty long lead times due to demand. So, yep. All right. Well, Lyndon, I really appreciate you taking the time today. We will upload this to YouTube, and so guys can reference back to it. And we appreciate everyone watching, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.